What's up YouTube? Ryan here from Greene Brothers Flying, and today I'm bringing you a different type of video. You know, we're known for our flight videos to all parts of Arkansas, but today we're going to bring a little educational vlog. Now, I am not a certified flight instructor. This is just my own knowledge, so please do not take my own knowledge for use. So basically today's topic, flight following versus flight service. Now, recently, I saw in a chat room that I'm not going to name a brand new private pilot who really thinks he's pretty cocky, said that flight following and flight service are the same. That's not true. Flight following is a service provided by Air Traffic Patrol for VFR pilots, and Air Traffic Patrol provides traffic advisories, weather advisories, and much more for their flight. Now, it can last the whole flight, or it can just last through a certain airspace, Charlie or Bravo, to be more in depth. You can get flight following in any airspace below flight level 180 in the U.S. Flight level 180 is where Class Alpha airspace starts. You must be instrument rated to fly in that airspace. Once again, like I said, you do not have to file a VFR flight plan for air traffic controllers to see you on flight following. Flight following you can get anytime, anywhere with radar coverage and not have a flight plan. You can get a flight following with a center or an approach facility. To find that center or approach facility, go to that airport you're departing off of, go to Target Supplement, and under radios you will find that person to talk to, that controlling facility to talk to. Now, I don't have a chart supplement book with me because it's in my flight bag, which is over there, pointing like you can see it. But I do have an iPad with me with 4Flight on it. And 4Flight is EFB approved by the FAA. Now, to show a little example, if I was departing off of my home airport, Cersei, Kilo Sierra Romeo Charlie, and I wanted to flight following, one way I could do it is go over here and find the approach facility. Since I'm close to Little Rock, that's Little Rock Charlie, it says contact Little Rock approach within 20 nautical miles on 119.5. So when I depart Cersei and get far enough away from it, since Cersei is an uncontrolled airport, I would switch my radios and contact them on 119.5, asking them, you know, who I am, where I want to go. Now let's go to my second home, Arkadelphia, Florence Memorial, Kilo Alpha Delta Foxtrot. You know, it's nowhere close to Little Rock up there. So what would I do? I'd go over here to this blue box. I don't know how well it shows up, but it has a frequency in it. It says Memphis. It's in the Hot Springs sector of Memphis, and the frequency is 128.47. So after I get far enough away from Arkadelphia and to a high enough altitude, I switch my radios to 128.47, and once again call them up, tell them who I am, where I want to go, etc. Now, of course, another way to do it, if you don't want to go there, go to the airports tab on 4Flight, go to the airport you're departing off of. We have Cersei pulled up here, and go to the frequencies tab. Now you see approach, clearance, common, departure, flight service, weather advisory, and all that good stuff. Go to the approach tab, and you see we have two frequencies listed here. Little Rock approach on 119.75 and Little Rock approach on 119.5. Now, knowing that I live around here, they don't really like you to call up on 119.75 for flight following. Usually that frequency is reserved for clearances on the ground, IFR clearances on the ground. They usually want you to call up on 119.5. So 119.5 is the frequency we would use to call up Little Rock and tell them what we want to do. Now, going to Arkadelphia, Kilo Alpha Delta Foxtrot. Like I said, go to the frequency tabs, go to center, and we have common flight service, weather and advisory over here. Center, and it's Memphis Center 128.47. 128.47 is the frequency that I would call up, just like it says on my sectional chart over here. Now since flight following is away, let's go to something else. Let's go to flight service. Now, flight service is kind of a thing that a lot of pilots don't really use, but should use more, in my opinion. Flight service, a service is provided by the FAA, but it's contracted out to Lockheed Martin. Now, if you don't know what Lockheed Martin is, you can know that on your own. Basically, flight service, you can call a brief for you to get weather briefs, file flight plan, VFR or IFR over the phone. Super helpful. I did it, and they are the nicest people. Tell them, all your information. You must close all VFR flight plans with flight service. Air traffic controllers don't see VFR flight plans at all, so they don't even really know if you're on a VFR flight plan. And you also must close all IFR, instrument flight rule flight plans, on a non-towered airport if you do not have radar coverage with flight service. Do not close a VFR or an VFR or IFR flight plan with flight service after X amount of minutes. They'll come looking for you. Now, I heard the main headquarters in Dallas, Texas. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a certified flight instructor, so don't quote me on any of this. This is just information I've learned in the past. The number is 1-800-WX-BRIEF. I have the number on my good old telephone. The number will also be in the description. If you're a pilot and don't have that number in your phone, you're behind. Get that number in your phone. Call them up anytime you're doing a flight, even if it's a local flight, because they will tell you everything you need to know. Also, do your own weather briefing first, and then call them. And just, you're a pilot, you're smart. Match up the weather briefings. Once again, I'm not a certified flight instructor. This is all the information I've gathered over the years of my flight training and things I've learned while in school. So don't take any of this for your own use. Once again, I'm Ryan from Greene Flying, and see ya!